and apply a synthetic membrane. You're halfway done, Doctor. We're almost there. Let's secure the membrane. The injury has been completely sealed by the synthetic membranes. Close him up for now. We'll treat the rest of his injuries at another time. Please close him up. Let's wait for the patient's condition to improve before we continue treating him. Great work, everyone.
There was severe bleeding, so we had to pack the liver.
It's possible he'll need another operation. We'll have to monitor his progress. It was fortunate that Kanae didn't sustain any serious injuries. From what Justin told me, it won't be long before she can return to work.
I hope she isn't straining herself.
And also, I received a call from the FBI regarding Professor Wilkins' case.
Any leads?
They want to run background checks on all the professor's personal and professional contacts. They must be feeling the heat now that the public knows about stigma. I'm concerned, though, about how the kidnappers may react. Well, hopefully they'll be behind bars soon.
I read Cynthia's report, and needless to say, I was shocked by what she's discovered. Colorium is the cause of stigma?
It's a factor, sir, not the cause.
Try telling that to our customers. All they care about is whether or not it's a health risk. Many of our products use colorium. Without it, our subsidiary, Columba and Cornix, would be out of business. This kind of information could destroy our reputation.
Hold on, just calm down.
The problem here is not colorium. Nor is it stigma, since it's actually not very contagious. It's those who are using stigma as a biological weapon that we should be worried about. We must educate the public to avoid a panic.
Yes, I see your point. But we have no idea who's behind all this. Anyway, I'll immediately allocate more resources to stigma research. Humani's reputation must be maintained.
His vitals are stable, but the test results don't look good. The blood gas analysis shows negative base excess. The ALT and AST values are high too.
Just as I thought. A follow-up operation is required.
You're gonna cut open my stomach again?
We weren't able to remove all of the damage to your liver. It would be dangerous to leave it.
Doctor, I'm used to dying on screen, but I'm not ready to die for real.
That's right. Kanae told us how you learned karate and became an actor.
So far, I've only gotten in supporting roles, but still, it's taken a lot of hard work.
I'm sure it has. Karate is more than just kicks and punches, right?
Yeah, it requires mental discipline too.
Then show me some of that mental discipline during the operation, okay? If a patient maintains a strong will, then his body will respond likewise. The rest is up to us. Trust me, you'll be back on the set in no time, ready to be a leading man.
I'll do my best.
The patient's condition has worsened. We need to figure out why.
You're right. Kanae must be so worried. Let's get him stabilized.
We are going to be operating on the same area we did last time. We need to review our treatment of his injuries from the last operation and find out what's wrong now. We'll determine how to proceed further during the operation itself. Now let's all do our best.
All right, let's get started.
Let's find out why the patient's condition has deteriorated. Please disinfect the area and open him up. This can't be.
All the synthetic membranes we applied to seal the wound are gone.
Let's drain the blood.
There's no doubt that this injury is the source of the hemorrhaging.
The question is, why did it get so much worse? There must be another reason for this around here.
We'll have to investigate it again while reapplying the synthetic membranes.
Use the draining the blood.
The area's hemorrhaging again. Drain it.
It's hemorrhaging again. Drain it and apply.
The area's hemorrhaging again.
It's hemorrhaging again. There's so much hemorrhaging. We need to determine the reason why. An internal hemorrhage. This must be what caused his condition to worsen. Let's suture it before it hemorrhages again. And there may be other internal hemorrhages nearby as well. Let's find and treat them. Sure his vitals don't drop.
Not yet.
We're halfway done. This is the hemorrhaging from the injured area has stopped, and his vitals are stabilizing. Please apply. The synthetic membranes have been affixed. We'll save the main treatment for another day and close them up for now. Please close him up. Good work. We were able to determine the reason for his poor condition without complications, but we'll have to wait for him to get stronger before we can perform the rest of the treatment. Are you sure this is the right way, Dr. Vaughn?
Hold on. We just turned onto 7th, so... Yeah, this is right. I think.
You have all the coronary arteries memorized, but you can't remember simple directions. It's nice of Kanai to treat us to dinner, but I wonder if we'll make it in time.
Well, I doubt we'll get another offer like this from her again. Dr. Vaughn, it seems kind of dark this way. This can't be right.
Yeah. I'll turn right at the next intersection. That should take us to...
You three, don't make a sound. If you want to live, then do as I say. Now, get inside that car.
We'll give you all our money if you just let us go.
Sorry, but it ain't your wallets we're after. Now hurry up and get in.
No! Someone help! Please!
Elena! Didn't I tell you to be quiet?
What did you just do?
These days, anesthesia can be administered via pen injectors. Pretty handy, wouldn't you say?
What do you want from us?
Let's save that for later, shall we? Sweet dreams.
Dr. Vaughn! Marcus!
Where am I?
Are you all right, Marcus?
Dr. Vaughn!
Val, Elena. That's right, we've been kidnapped. Are you two okay?
Well, they haven't treated us too badly.
Yeah, but take a look around.
An operating table. I can guess why we were brought here, but are they gonna keep us locked up in this room?
So nap time's over, huh?
What? Too ugly to show your face?
Who are you? What do you want?
You're in no position to be asking questions. Just keep quiet and do whatever operations we need.
That's why you have us locked in this room?
There's only one thing you need to know. You belong to Kidman now. And you're gonna help us research stigma, like it or not.
Nice little business you got here.
So you're the ones who are responsible for stigma?
Your first patient is ready. Treat her.
We aren't your slaves.
And what if I refuse?
If you want to ignore the patient, then go right ahead. You'll only be hurting yourselves. You see, every time you fail an operation, your food rations will be reduced. And if you make the boss angry, well then, your worries will soon be over. Make your decision. I'll be back shortly.
So, we're gonna play along, right?
Let's just think about the patient for now.
I think that's the only thing we can do.
I don't suppose we should hope for a miraculous rescue, huh? Should we start digging our way out then? Hey, Marcus, do you think they're the ones who kidnapped Professor Wilkins?
In all likelihood, yes. How else could they know so much?
Then, is the professor...
I hope he's alright.
Here are your scrubs. Hurry up and change.
You again.
Hey, don't get any ideas, or I'll let my buddies in here to play with you.
Why are you doing this?
Wouldn't you like to know? But I should thank you. Because of you, I can buy myself a new car.
I hope you drive yourself off a cliff.
This stigma is called onyx, the claw that tears its prey. It's living quietly in the host's pancreas, and it's about to reach maturity.
Hang in there. We'll save you.
You expect us to operate without proper sterilization?
Just do it.
Marcus,
We've got no choice. If it becomes infected, we'll deal with it later.
I can't believe this.
Neither can I. But we have to focus on treating the patient. Now, what does the chart say?
Let's see. The affected area is the pancreas, and the stigma is called onyx. Inflammation markers fluctuate over time. The numbers vary wildly beyond normal ranges.
this is ridiculous. That data doesn't provide any help at all.
But if it's accurate, then the stigma's appearing and disappearing over time.
This data is too unreliable to determine a treatment plan from it.
Oh, I almost forgot. Use this serum.
What do we need a serum for?
For this operation. Just use it like you're told.
So then, this strain of stigma has to be treated with a particular serum.
That's good to know. At least we won't be entering this operation completely blind. The claw, huh? Let's begin.
This is hardly the ideal location, but we have no choice.
An unknown pathogen and a mystery medication. Nothing's normal about this situation.
We need to get a look inside her first. Let's see what this claw they keep boasting about is.
We can't confirm anything that appears to be a stigma-like pathogen.
It's highly possible that it's hiding somewhere nearby. Let's use the ultrasound.
We've locked up. So this is onyx. Inject it with a serum. Onyx has gone into hiding again. Track it down with the ultrasound. It's hiding again. Something's... There are multiple reactions on the ultrasound? What's going on?
It's making copies of itself to confuse us.
We'll find it, no matter how many times it tries to hide.
It's working. Don't be fooled by the fakes.
Let's finish this thing off. How's that?
The onyx has disappeared! We did it! There are no remaining wounds. Let's close her up. Let's hurry up and finish this operation.
I hate being their accomplice. But at least it's over.
We saved the patient. Let's just leave it at that.
Yes, I'm glad we got through that. Great work.
They expect us to sleep in here? You must be joking. Well, they won't break us, no matter how hard they try.
I know it won't be easy, but let's try to keep our cool. This may not be the Ritz, but we should try to get some rest.
Yeah, you're right.
Good night, Dr. Vaughn. Dr. Blaylock.
Good night, Elena.
So the operation was a slam dunk, huh? Excellent. Looks like they've earned their keep. So, when will the next patient be ready?
We estimate that the patient will begin exhibiting symptoms in approximately 1 week.
I can't wait.
They've ignored us for 3 days now. What's going on?
We have no reason to believe that a rescue team is on its way, and there's been no talk of a ransom. I hate to say this, but the situation looks grim.
Then, should we start planning an escape?
We could use our scalpels as weapons, but the risk is too high. I don't think we should. It's better to wait a little while longer and see what their next move is.
Was that a gunshot? I'm scared.
Scrap the scalpel idea. Let's use anesthesia to knock him out.
But first, we need the key to this room.
Get in there!
What's going on here?
Save him or let him die. I don't care either way. He's nothing but a traitor to us.
This is a shotgun wound.
Please, help me.
Serves you right, pal. See what a mess you got yourself into?
I did what I was hired to do, so I thought I'd split.
What a fool. You know the rules.
He's bleeding profusely. He needs a transfusion.
We need blood. Artificial is fine.
So you're gonna operate on him? You must be crazy. I'll get you the blood, but you'll owe me.
He's coughing up blood and suffering from dyspnea. It's likely there's a pellet in his lungs.
We're in a race against time.
Wait a second. We don't have any stabilizer.
What?
All we have left is a small amount of antibiotic gel.
No, we can't perform an operation like this.
We don't have a choice. He won't survive unless we operate now.
Yes, as long as we still call ourselves doctors. We can't just leave him to die.
Understood. Then please, treat the external wounds and extract the shotgun pellet lodged inside his body. There isn't any stabilizer, so please be careful of the patient's vitals during the operation.
All right, let's do this.
From looking at the gunshot wounds, the patient was shot in the chest, specifically in the right lung. All we have is what's left of the antibiotic gel. Please try to conserve it.
But we need the gel to treat the gunshot wounds. What'll we do if we run out?
If worse comes to worse, we'll just have to suture them. It'll drop his vitals, but we have no choice.
Understood. There's the pellet. Apply a synthetic membrane and affix it. All right. The shotgun. It's hemorrhaging again. Drain the blood. Apply antibiotic gel to affix. After drain, there's too much.
It's been properly placed. Let's move on.
Please place the synthetic membrane over the gut. We've gone through a little less than half of our remaining supply of antibiotic gel. We are running low on the gel. The external wounds have been treated. Let's continue on to extracting the pellets from inside the right lung. We're almost completely out of gel.
It's hemorrhaging severely. The patient won't last long at this rate.
But we'll just have to be quick. We can't afford.
There's the pellet. The pellet seems alright. The shotgun pellet has been used. Apply a synthetic membrane.
We'll fix the membrane with antibiotic. Well, that's it. We've run out of the antibiotic gel.
Now drain the blood and extract the pellet. There's no antibiotic gel left. You'll have to
Just as we thought,
Vitals have
suturing
dropped?
the wounds lowers the patient's vitals.
We've extracted the pellets and treated the gunshot wounds. Let's close him up. We have no way of recovering his vitals like this. Please close him up carefully, and don't let your guard down until you're finished.
We finished it. Somehow.
I've come to realize just how valuable the stabilizer is.
That was an operation that only the two of you could have performed. Great work, doctors.
Nice work, Doc. The boss has decided to let him live. For now. Besides, we can always use his organs later if needed.
Who is this boss of yours?
He's got connections, it seems.
Well, maybe you'll have a chance to meet him. Hey, get up.
Another day in paradise. I'd like to get some sun soon.
So, doctors, how are you doing?
Couldn't be better, thanks.
I'm not trying to make small talk, it's a serious question.
What?
Let me see your eyes. Alright, these three are clean.
What have you got in store for us now?
Oh, nothing special. Just another operation. Stigma again.
Found yourself a new lab rat, huh?
Hardly. You can blame Mother Nature for this one.
Is that what you tell yourself?
Hey, we didn't plan this one. He was infected by the other patient.
What?
That's impossible. Stigma can't be contracted that way.
Like I said before, I'm not here to answer questions, but the boss and the director will be observing the operation, so make sure you don't disappoint them.
Doctor!
It seems stigma's more dangerous than we thought.
This way, boss.
Hey, you look just like you did on TV. What's up, Doc? The name's Kidman. I run the show around here.
You're in charge here?
Are either of you doctors?
This patient's got the onyx strand. You know the drill, right? Don't fail me if you want to live.
Is this how you get your kicks?
Don't get cocky, Doc. This isn't a game. It's business.
Business? And what, pray tell, are you selling?
Weapons are worth a fortune on the black market. But you wouldn't know about that, would you, Doc? Stigma is one deadly weapon, especially to the medical industry. So the best market for it is a war zone. Stigma would be the ultimate weapon there. It still needs some fine-tuning, though.
It's a clever plan, in theory, but there's no way it'll work.
Oh, yes it will. 'Cause I have you guys to help me. Leland, bring in the patient. How about you, Director? Would you like to stay and watch?
That won't be necessary. With the skills they've demonstrated, there should be no problem, and the chance of tertiary infection is theoretically zero.
You're the creator of Stigma? Professor Wilkins?
All right, Leland. Let's get this show on the road.
This still doesn't make any sense. What's with these readings?
However, the variations are definitely greater than they were before.
Secondary infection. That means Stigma has changed again.
We're reenacting that TV show right here. Good luck to you, huh, Doc? Watch out for Onyx. Its claws are sharp.
I've had enough of your mouth.
Just ignore him, Val. I'll save him, no matter what kind of stigma he has.
It's in... The Onyx is hiding somewhere. Use the ultrasound to find... We found the onyx. Make an... It's exposed. Inject it with a serum. The serum is still effective. The onyx has gone into hiding. Its movement patterns have changed. We can expect it to start making fake copies of itself. Look carefully and find the real one. It's going into hiding. Find it! It should only take a little more. Hang in there, Doc. What the... Why are these blood vessels showing up on the ultrasound?
Did it inject toxins into the bloodstream? The ultrasound is useless if it's like this.
Are you saying this is some form of self-defense against us? I can't believe it.
The main body must be somewhere. Find it and remove it with a scalpel.
No matter what it tries, we're going to find it and cut it out.
Please, let this be it.
Yes, the onyx is gone. There are no remaining wounds either. Let's close them up. Please suture the incision.
It was completely different from the other onyx.
If something like this were to be used as a weapon,
We need to get back to Caduceus and tell them about this.
What now, boss?
I'll give them a choice, but I doubt they'll join up voluntarily.
The three of them are all quite firm.
Maybe if they could... Nah. Only the head honcho would be able to perform such an operation. If they're not willing to cooperate, then we'll wash our hands of them. Now, wasn't that fun, Doc?
Isn't your director here today?
Why? Are you worried about him? He was satisfied with the results of the operation, so he returned to the lab. He said no further operations will be necessary.
Then I guess you don't need us anymore, huh?
Yes. And no. We just need to decide what to do with you.
what do you mean?
There won't be any more life-saving operations for the time being. But there are some experiments I'd like you to perform on human subjects. I'm curious to see if I can get you to drop the Goody Two-Shoes act. Will you wield your scalpel in the name of science? What do you say?
I'd rather die.
I'm a doctor. Find someone else to do your dirty work.
Oh, come on. Is that the best you can do? Well, let's see how long your bravado lasts. Leland, I'll be taking them to their new cell tomorrow. Have it ready.
Got it, boss.
I'll show you what a mistake it is to let your conscience rule.
Val, Elena,
Yes?
there's something I need to tell you.
Okay.
Is it about the choice they gave us?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's more of a confession. Back when I was helping the professor with his research, I made a number of genetically engineered mice for use in experiments. There was something different about one of them. It looked just like the others, but it held a terrible secret inside.
You don't mean...
It happened while I was operating on the subject's kidney. I was excising a tumor. That's when it came into contact with artificial blood and started growing at a frightening pace. That was the birth of stigma.
Marcus! I can't believe this.
I disposed of the subject and proposed that we put a halt to the research, unleashing a new pathogen into the world in order to study its treatment. I argued that that was the wrong way to perform research, but the professor wouldn't listen. That's why I volunteered to go to Alaska, and I should have just quit. I had no idea you'd follow me there and get dragged into this mess.
I was desperate to study your techniques. but I never imagined that that's why you were there.
You realize that I may personally be responsible for the advent of stigma? If it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened, and you two wouldn't be in this position. But I want you to know, as a doctor, I've always held the highest regard for human life.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Marcus. There are still many things we don't know about stigma. We need your help to unlock those secrets.
Just so you know, Dr. Vaughn, I'll always be there to assist you no matter what.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, remove their blindfolds. Water torture is our specialty. Let me tell you, it's a sight to see. Watching our adversaries scream as they get swallowed up by the cold, dark water.
You think you can force us to do your bidding?
Just holler if you change your mind, and I'll stop the water. But make no mistake, that'll be the last choice you ever make on your own.
Thanks, but I think I'll stick with the original choice. I'd rather die than work for a scumbag like you.
You got spunk, Doc. I'll tell you what, I'll do you a favor. When I bury you, I'll put surgical instruments in your coffin. That way, they'll be able to identify the body.
Then I'll go ahead and lock him up, boss.
Hold on, Leland. Use this.
What kind of lock is this, boss?
I found it in a toy store. I have no other use for it, so why not give it a try? We'll get a good laugh watching them try to unlock it.
How far are they planning on taking this nonsense?
He said he found this lock at a toy store.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing a commercial for this. Something about connect the 4 friends and release the lock.
Why is he using a toy? What the hell's wrong with this guy?
They must think we'll beg for mercy.
But if we can unlock this, then we'll have a chance to escape, won't we?
Yeah, but my bet is they don't think we can do it.
Well, I'm not gonna let some stupid toy be the thing that makes us drown in here.
That's the spirit. We can unlock it.
All right, let's get this over with.
The square panels can be rotated with a forceps. Turn the panels and make a path using the lines.
You said something about connect the 4 friends.
What do you mean by friends? The shapes, the colors, something else?
Looks like they've started.
Yeah, right. I'm not planning on drowning in here.
Crap, I gotta go use the can. Keep an eye on him while I'm gone.
It's connected. Please move on to the next one.
Isn't this pretty hard for a toy?
It connected, but is this right?
Please hurry! I hear it's pretty popular among college students and adults, too.
So, he's one of those kinds of people.